Live, 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 live. Hi.
Um, we're gonna deal with the the sad path, what we refer to as a sad path, which is basically error handling. We've built a
Yeah,
flow for a user to create an instance of a project, and that
we
works.
sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually will start the stream by just merging our continuous integration pull request
Oh
into
yeah,
the
yeah,
project, the Art Nouveau project, because we never clicked merge yesterday, even though we were successful using GitHub Actions. So we can start off with that, and then we'll do my favorite thing, which is merge the development branch into the open pull request, and then address the sad path, which may probably won't, but may create some interesting problems because I think we upgraded Cypress on that one, but it should be okay. It
we
should be
should we
okay.
should be good on that one. We should, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
it'll be fine. And then we'll write some error handling.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm All right.
Um,
So you did the coding. I will get
yeah, you
Anders
want to?
to merge, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That follows. That follows
Some sort of logic.
some sort of logic, some
Yeah.
parity. I mean, okay. This one, I guess, we weren't really git ponging because it was mostly configuration rather
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
development. But and yours is still blue. Mine actually, that little check mark, mine went green on my screen.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's weird. So
Maybe they're doing some A/B testing and we don't even know about it.
we will probably rename this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and we will just say CI. It's not even CD, right? It's only CI.
No, it's
CI
only CI.
configuration. Right.
Yeah.
We never created that. Yeah. So, you see, it's easier to have principles than living up to them. That's one of my favorite mottos, favorite quotes. You know, we never created a task or anything in the tracker for this, did we? Or
We did not. No, no, sir.
full transparency.
Yeah,
We we uh,
we should have.
we should have, could have. As
In
again,
fact, I may be doing it right now on my screen just to warn you,
just full transparency after the fact. No, no, but I
just
sometimes
so we have it.
sometimes I remind myself about this principle. It's easier to have principles than live up to them. And then there is another one from John Stewart. There was something in terms of if you compromise on your values in times of crisis, they are not values, they are hobbies, something like that. If you compromise your values in times of crisis,
Hmm.
when they're being tested. No, not in times. Yeah, when you compromise on your values when they're being tested, they are not values; they're just hobbies. I kind of like that one as
Yeah, I like that.
although but again, Jon Stewart was a great comedian. I think it was a sad day
Oh
when
yeah.
he left the Late Show. No, the Tonight Show. No, was it the Tonight Show or Late Show?
Uh, Today Show, Tonight
Late
Show.
Show,
I get them confused, but
anyway, but
yeah.
yeah, but the thing is that I tried to follow Jon Stewart's podcasty kind of thing. He's doing something
Uh,
now.
okay.
Yeah, but in Swedish we have this expression. It's not a very nice expression about gaggiga gamla men. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
could you say grumpy old man? Is that a
Grumpy old man. That's
yeah?
good. That works.
And
Yeah.
I hate to say it because I love Jon Stewart, but the aura. I'm not saying that he's a grumpy old man, but it's not what it used to be, and he's not as sharp as he used to be, in my opinion. I don't know if it's
All right. All right.
the lack of writers, the stuff, and everything.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing a podcast. I mean, he sort of broke through the internet fray in securing funding for families, the victims of 9/11.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of the
yeah.
last. Yeah, that was a few years ago, and there's a great picture of him and Mitch McConnell, the former speaker.
Mm.
And okay, problem with Jon
The
Stewart. Yeah,
problem
that
with Jon
sounds
Stewart,
a bit
right, right.
grumpy.
Uh,
Um,
no, but again, I mean, Jon Stewart will always go down in my
Oh yeah.
personal history as the guy who got me more into American politics, because American politics do have an impact on the entire world. So I think it's worth uh, following and understanding what's going on in the U.S. And
Hmm.
he I think he made a enormous contribution to getting an entire generation of people interested in politics, and he's a great liberal in my opinion. He's done a fantastic service for the 9/11
Yeah.
first responders and all of that stuff. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
up there, right? And even if he produces a show that doesn't live up to the high standard that you could expect of him, he's still a very very really high up in terms of his legacy and what he leaves after himself. So he's a great guy in my opinion,
Yeah. For sure.
definitely. The rally for sanity. Do you remember that one? That when
Yeah, I
yeah,
do remember that. Wow.
that
Yeah.
was
I think I was in
fantastic.
the US at the time.
Yeah, I have a book
Yeah.
by John Stewart, or by the Late Show, or whatever. This like a introduction to American history, well, introduction
America
to
the book.
American society, right? Yeah,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah. I'm not gonna go again, but
Um,
I have it. Have I told you that I liberate books sometimes?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So full transparency. I can say this live and I'll admit to this. This was a book that was used as a stand for a flower for a vase. Do you understand?
Hmm.
In a hotel lobby, uh,
Not good.
on a shelf like so, and because sometimes they use vintage books, but
Yeah.
because that looks so coolish. But at this, but they used vintage books in that hotel too. But they, for some reason, they had this book as a part of an interior, decoration. And I was like,
Okay.
I will have none of that. So I just took it. Yeah, I steal books. Well, I don't call that stealing. I liberate them.
There's a very weird phenomenon in IKEAs across the world, which will all have Swedish books on the show floor,
I know.
but they're like the weirdest books, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. You don't need to liberate those guys.
No.
Like
No.
there's someone who works at IKEA whose job it is to procure these things, and they
Mm.
must have made deals with like every publisher for every book they never sold, and they
No,
got them
but
at a really
yeah,
good price.
yeah, it could be that, but there could be also another thing. I used to volunteer at a secondhand thing for a church,
Hmm.
and Sankt Erik, eller Erikshjälpen heter det in Sweden, right? So, and we my job was to cruise around town to different locations that people called in and say, hey, some piece of furniture or whatever. Could you come and pick it up? So we did. We were pickup guys, right? And I did this
Yeah.
for 6 months or something, twice a week or whatever. Anyways, but uh, sometimes people came by to the store and wanted to drop things off, right? And they usually came with big sacks of books, right? Um,
Hmm.
and you want to drop off books, and we turned them down. We said no, we couldn't
Yeah.
accept books, and that's such a sad
It
thing to see.
hurts. It
And
hurts.
and sometimes there was this lady, and I really hated her. I don't know if I told you this story already, but it feels like
No,
I'm
we
repeating
didn't.
myself. But she was making furniture out of books. Do you understand? So she
Oh,
picked up
yeah.
massive
Okay.
amount of books, and she
Yeah.
glued them together, and then she took a
Oh,
chainsaw or whatever,
no.
and I was like, I could probably, I don't like the death penalty, but I could execute. In my dreams, I was executing her.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Side
Just read them.
story. Side
Just
story.
read them.
But I
Yeah.
I, I liberate books. I liberate books. Anyway, let's move forward. Right.
Yeah.
CI configuration. We have 3 files changed. That was a great session. For those of
That's
you
the,
who missed it, there is a recording of that, of course.
yeah.
Um, right, and there's nothing more to it than you just added. Yeah, the video files here.
Yeah.
We added the script,
Hmm.
and that's it.
Yeah. That's like the correct number of files changed for a pull request.
Exactly. Exactly. So
All
let's
right.
just merge this guy. Ready for
Oh yeah, we have to convert it to ready. If you click ready for review, then you can merge them.
okay. All right, gotcha. And everything is okay. Require approval for specific reviewers before merging. No, we don't want to do that, do
No,
we?
but it's nice to be able to do it.
Yeah. Squash and merge.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, I didn't use Gitmojis. That's okay.
Oh man.
That's okay. Delete that branch.
No, yeah. Let's
Um,
delete. Right there we go.
yeah.
Okay, good. So
All right. Shall we
let's
get
let's see.
cracking with our task at hand?
Yep, we have this work in progress. So authenticated user saves. What? Uh,
Well,
oh,
that was just the first commit message.
oh, yeah. Let me just change this.
Yeah. Artists can create project is what you should call it.
Right,
Yeah, that's the name of our in progress.
right.
Uh,
Why is this black?
because I'm really goth. No, I don't know. I don't know.
But the thing is that look, I changed to dark mode. You see this? Yet
Yeah,
here,
do a force refresh maybe on this. I don't know.
no.
It's weird because your top bar is in dark
Yeah,
mode, but
I
this
know.
is
Ugh.
all right.
There's a ghost
Little
in the
clumsy.
machine. There's a ghost in the machine.
Yeah.
Right. Uh,
Yeah, I guess since we're now using draft versus ready for review pull request, putting WIP in front of the title was maybe a bit
yeah,
unnecessary.
it could be. Right. I did the
Um,
last one, so I will give you
okay.
the honors to
Yeah.
review what's the first step will be and so on. Okay.
Ping it to me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So since we now know that our upstream has been updated, what
Yeah.
I'm my first step, just some housekeeping. Housekeeping matters.
Good that you
I'm
remembered
just gonna
because I
do a
already
git
forgot.
pull. Say again.
I already forgot.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So the way that I like to do this, there are many ways to do it, but I pull down. I go into my development branch. I pull down from upstream, and then I do a little git branch to look at my local ones. The one we're working on is project create. So I'm going to check out project create. And now I'm going to say git merge development to merge development into project create. And it's possible that we'll get a conflict with our Cypress. No, I guess not. So this is just to edit the merge
Yeah.
commit
I
message. I'm
usually
pretty
keep.
happy with this.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is close it, which saves it. So I
But
can go
word of
back to
caution,
my,
folks. Can I just say something here for anyone that is watching, if there is anyone watching? If you haven't set up VS Code as your default editor for Git related issues or things, you will open up Vim. Do you understand? If there is no default editor, like because obviously you
hmm
had VS Code set up uh,
yeah,
in Git config, but if they don't, they will open up Vim. And there's if you're new to software development or you're new to Vim, you will end up in a shit show because how do I exit this, right?
yes,
And I think one of the most Googled Stack Overflow
how to exit
flow
Vim.
answers
Yeah,
is how to save and exit from Vim.
yeah,
I think that guy. I'm not gonna pull it up on screen, but I think that guy had like a few thousand upvotes on Stack Overflow.
yeah. And if anyone's watching and is currently in Vim, just a colon sign and a Q. But if you made any changes, you need to do WQ, so write and quit.
Which
I
is
really like
so
Vim actually, but well,
well. Okay, all right, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's not get started
Um,
on that.
we don't have to talk about that now. The great Emacs Vim wars of the 90s are over, and VS Code won.
It
But
did right because ease of use.
yeah,
Anyway, let's move on.
there's no way around it. So, okay, which means, I have I have now a new commit, right, merge branch, but it's not interesting enough for me to push up. So let's open up the code again, and I should also launch Cypress, which we can do in the background now, like so. And while that is launching, I'm going to go to our test file, which lives in here and in end-to-end these days. And artist can create project is what I'm interested in. And here we go. These are the tests we were working on yesterday, but we worked on successfully. I'm not going to touch that now. I'm interested in these unsuccessful tests. So we're doing test-driven development, so we're going to start with writing some tests. So the first thing I need to do is to add an intercept with a 422 or something. I need to, let's see here. I actually need to attempt project creation, right? I need to do that. And then I will make some assertions for behaviors that we expect. Okay, thank you, Cypress. Behaviors that we expect to see. It's going to mimic this, right? It's going to mimic this before each block pretty much, which means that this is going to be subject to some refactoring later. But without further ado, let's just add it before each block, like so. And what do we want to do? Well, we want to do a cy.intercept for what kind of request? A post request. It's going to go to /projects, presumably. And then we need to provide two things, a fixture file. Now, what did we call the fixture file for the successful one? We said, oh, no, look, we have one. No, create account. We need project create failure or error. I'm going to call it project create error response. So project create error response.json. And we're going to give it also a status code of
422.
And now, I think 422. I don't think we can argue that we should be testing here for like unauthorized, because that's out of scope for what we're doing. We're assuming that the user is authenticated because we're testing for that in a separate file,
Kind of.
Would be my reasoning. Yeah, kind of. You're right, but
so just a word about that. I'm totally right. I agree with you. We shouldn't test for this now, but it's worth mentioning that what we are testing for and what we've built so far is a front end way to prohibit or prevent the user from accessing that particular route that will open up the interface, right? Now, in principle, he can use Postman. A malicious user could use some sort of software, whether Postman or some other way to communicate, to send off post requests to the API, and
they could
send off that request. This means that when we are building the API, we will prevent unauthorized users, because we're going to implement some sort of token-based authorization protocol. So but the question is, so it's worth mentioning that it's not enough to close down the UI for the user. You have to secure the endpoint on the API. But to the question at hand, should we test for it? Well, it is in principle in this application not possible for an authenticated user to access this user interface. Therefore, we don't have to do it. It will be a different story where we do an update action, right? Because then we will have to check for authorization. But I concur. I do not think we need to do that. I just needed to say this out loud so we are on top of things.
Yeah, and right, and we can keep going with a clear conscience. Right. So I'm structuring this test exactly as the successful path. So we're just gonna well, I want to give this an alias actually. Hang on a second. So let's do as and call this, what did we call the other one? Create project. So I'll just say create project error.
Hmm?
Um, and then I am very lazy. Should I add a custom command now, or should you want to do you can do it in the refactoring.
Are you answering your own questions?
I'm
That's, I
I'm
love it.
so
I love it.
generous.
I love
I'm
it.
so generous. So I just want to make sure you get enough screen time, you know?
But what do you want me to
Uh,
add a custom command for?
for these, I would argue it would be nice to have a custom command for this.
Gotcha.
We would call it
Gotcha. Yeah,
like
yeah,
create project because this is like, I mean, code repetition actually. So a tool like Code Climate, I don't think actually looks through the test files to look at code repetition. Oh no, they do. They do. Take it back. I take it back. So we may get into trouble once we do set that up. But bon.
we'll see. We'll
Um,
see. We'll see.
anyway, look, we have our intercept. We have an alias for that particular HTTP request. We fill out the project title, the description, and we click submit. And so here I'm not going to test for this, but oh, there's an if.only here. Um, we should I test for the request method? I seems a bit.
No.
What I'm more
No, no,
interested
no.
in is this. Well, maybe this is a bit superfluous. Also, I'm just
Right. Let's see. No, you don't have to test for um, for the request content. Right. No, you don't have to do that. Although you need to remove. Uh, so, yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Um, hmm. Right.
what do you
Uh,
think? What do you say? Is this superfluous?
no, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking
I
because
think we
you
just
on line 46 and 47 you're sending in my awesome project yada yada, so you probably need to take something out, and because we have to give the whoever reads this um, test a reason why this will fail, right? So do we have required, so we will require the description to be there on the API, right? That's why this would be a 422, an unprocessable entity, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
of
but
course,
there's another
if
problem because we have a
yeah,
required thing on that field.
yeah,
So that, yeah, that was what was preoccupying my mind. Um, so you can't really,
yeah, you can't type nothing
right. So you
and
have to,
submit it.
right. So the yeah. So there are no error handlers.
Well, hang on. If we now take and run this, let's see what
Yeah,
happens
let's run
first of
this. Yeah,
all.
exactly.
But in terms of just adding just a few more tests, I would also say that in addition to making sure that we are getting a 422, we should expect it is expected to inform the user something went wrong. Um, um, right. And the dogs are going crazy. And for that, didn't we just do a cy.get body and say should
Yeah,
contain
contain text. Right.
text? But here's the rub. Like, if we do this, if we successfully send off a request with an empty project description, like I'm thinking, shouldn't we test? The reason I want to run it is, shouldn't we test how our validation on the front end is working?
Yeah, but that's not a
I guess we wouldn't.
422.
We wouldn't get a 422 for that.
Perhaps we should.
Um,
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm an old guy. I'm a fucking sorry. I'm a dinosaur. So for me, we were doing server side validations, but the
yeah,
trend is that you do front end side validations before you send anything off. And but that is also a part of the problem that refers back to what I was talking about earlier, because people get tend to get lazy. They don't secure their endpoints. Do you understand? And they think that just because the front end tells the user
Yeah,
that you cannot communicate, but the front end is just a client. You need
yeah.
to validate on
You
the
need to do
on.
both.
Yeah. So but yeah, back to that. Back to the subject matter. Well,
So this is interesting, right? The first error we get is because I haven't created
oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
JSON fixture yet. So that's we like our error messages. Let's do that. I'm going to be extra lazy. I don't want to type this out.
And while
Copy
Mats is
that.
being lazy, for
And
anybody who's watching, read the error messages. That's the key to success. I actually had a student that told me, did you know, Thomas, your bootcamp is not that super hard if you just read the error messages that you get. You know, that was his key to success, and I loved it. I loved it.
um, so let's see. All right, we can say error and description can't be empty.
Right.
It's an example, right? We're doing it in an array because indeed most
Errors
backends
are.
we are now making a little bit of an assumption, but that's okay as long as it's not.
I mean, the environment we are used to is returning errors as an array.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not you can't do that, but rather description can't be empty. All right. Let's get rid of one of these. Format the code. Okay, so what error message are we getting now? Right. CY type cannot accept an empty string. You need to actually type something. Okay, I learned something new about CY type.
Mm,
I didn't know that. I'm just going to comment it out,
mm.
which triggers a rerun. Ah, look, we got a tooltip in Swedish.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. So here's the question, like we're doing test-driven development. Do we want to disable the submit button until someone has filled it out?
I think we should. I think we
I think
should.
we should too.
But this
And we can
opens
write a
up.
test for that.
We could, but yeah, but this opens up for like a 3 hour stream here, because you see,
Yeah,
there is a possible, there is a way to stub out the language. We can switch the language to English um, in in our test runners.
yeah,
We could also switch that generally. So you see, there is a way to, since we can add custom commands, right? We can
yeah.
override an existing command. So, the visit command is being used by us in visit application and so on, right?
Hmm.
But what we could do is to overwrite the default visit command to say that, yeah, sure, when it's being invoked, visit, but switch the browser language to English. Do you understand? So we can monkey patch it,
Yeah.
you know. And then we could potentially write a tooltip test, but only if
Oh, I
it's
don't.
if it's if it's
Yeah.
uh, if it's Chrome, right? Because in Safari and in Firefox, those
Yeah.
tooltips, they look different. Do you understand? So
No,
it's
the test
yeah,
that I'm suggesting is way lazier. It's just to like look at the submit button. Is it disabled or enabled?
gotcha. So yeah, I
You
know,
know?
I know. It was just like, you know,
Yeah,
it
you're
depends
quite
on.
right.
I
And
was
that would be
just making a comment that you can get really really detailed, and then you can dive into all sorts of uh, different tests. But I agree that we should definitely have uh, a functionality that enables the the create button if there is some content in the description field. Right.
yeah,
Go on and do that.
right.
Don't just ping it over to
So,
me because I have no idea how to do
well,
that. No, we could figure
well,
it out.
first of all, we write a test. Well, okay, so now it becomes a little tricky, right? Because if we do this, we don't type anything, and then we try to click it, we shouldn't be able to click it. Right now, the functionality is you click and you get the tooltip. Now that's
Okay,
Chakra UI functionality.
create a new
So we might have to,
create a new describe block then.
yeah, exactly.
With unsuccessfully with a missing description field. You know.
Yeah.
inside of this unsuccessful thing.
Yeah.
And who said testing isn't fun?
I won't say empty. I'll say empty. Empty. Missing sounds like
Yeah, I
missing
gotcha,
from a
gotcha, gotcha.
page. Right. And so then
So
we do
basically,
expect,
you add a different before, you add a before block, right?
yeah,
And then you just say you fill in the only thing you just move line 46,
yeah,
and you can comment out 47 now.
I sure have to, yeah.
Right. And so this is the only
Um,
before thing we do. And then you just write
yeah,
inside of that describe block an it block saying is expected to uh,
have the submit. Yeah, okay. So what I'll
submit
do is
button disabled.
it and say is expected to only display a disabled
Submit.
submit button.
Right.
And then so we will do cy dot get cy again using our project submit, and then there is an assertion for this, but I don't know it by heart, so I'm just going to Google it very quickly. Cypress check button disabled. Disable. I missed my D there, but that's okay. Right, I'm not even going to stack exchange. Great. Software quality expect button to equal 4 answers. Should not be disabled, should be disabled. Love it, love it. Let's see if that fails on us now. Format the code,
Put a dot
and I
only on
want
the one.
to make sure I'm going to get rid of this one. I only want to run this guy. That's what I'm interested in. And now we should go red. Boom.
Right.
Right? Because we expected this button to be disabled, but it was not.
All right.
So,
And in a true fascist way, I'm gonna just let's just. How about you just go to that button and type disable?
yeah, I can do that.
Because I will, you could be forced to. No, you can go to the code and just set a property disabled true or just disabled should be enough.
Yeah. Project create. Where are you, little button? VStack, navigate. There's the button. Button. I
Just
bet you I can just do
disabled. That's the lowest hanging
disabled.
fruit.
Yeah. But I wonder, we're going to have to be able to pass a value into it. But maybe Chakra UI has some documentation
Yeah.
On this kind of thing. Boom.
I just wanted to
That
see
would
if
be,
the
oh gosh, I don't want this anymore. Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
So that worked.
oh, look, we're going green. Yay. Okay, we can stop the stream.
Yeah, because you see,
So
this is the thing, right? We are creating a little bit of a mess, unfortunately, but that's inevitable. You see, we need a test since so the button needs to be disabled by default, right?
yeah.
Because when you hit this user interface, the create project interface, you both fields are empty, right? So only when those two fields are filled in with some values, the button should be enabled,
Hmm.
right? So the way you wrote this test now
Yeah.
is that it should be disabled, right? But then you need to write something and then enable it. Do you understand? So it's a
Yeah.
different type of test. It's not a sad path per se.
It's not a sad path per se. You're quite right. Yeah.
Right. Um, so now the test you should write now, just even though it's in the wrong place, if you head back to the code, uh,
Yeah.
you could say, on line 56 you're saying disabled, add a new line, type something in the project description and then make another assertion that it should not be disabled. Do you understand? So we will have double assertion, which is okay in acceptance tests. So you just type something,
A little something something.
right? And now you just copy 55, but you add a not.
Should
Not
not be
right.
disabled.
This is the test we need to write, but
Yeah,
it's wrongly formatted and it's the wrong message. But this is what we need to make sure works,
yeah,
right?
indeed. And I have a feeling like our absolution will be in Chakra UI. I'm sure that they have something built in to do some validation action. This is going to be be a
You know
little bit
what? You know
painful,
what
but that's okay.
we will end up using. I think I have a theory. We will end up using refs.
Quite possible.
I think so, which takes me back
No
to a
re-rendering. Yeah,
few streams ago. Do you understand? Like
yeah, 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 yeah,
you will set that, and then as soon as you start typing, you will set a value to true in a ref, and then we will have all these two values true. Do you understand?
yeah,
And then we enable the guy. So we will probably have like enabled or disabled and a ternary operator, on that button, to check those two
yeah.
refs. Yeah, that's my theory. Uh, and yeah, right. Uh,
Bum, 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 bum. Uh, all right. Right. Hover, active and disabled. That's fine. Okay, so that's the only one. And I wonder, yeah, I think you're right. Can I?
uh,
Uh,
can I
oops.
take over?
Can I? Yeah, of course you can. I am got plenty of limelight. And I will say ads. It's kind of like front end validation test. Uh, Front end validation test for no description in project create, which is too long a message, but at least
No, no,
it's
it's
descriptive. Push, and now I can push to origin and not upstream because we're working off of my origin, I believe. No, that's not it. Uh,
oh, did
but
you
but
did
that
you
should be
fail
fine.
to? Oh, okay. Before we do anything else, could you just head over to
Yeah.
GitHub? There's a way to check
Oh,
this.
I don't
I
have your
push.
commit. I don't have your commit. That's the issue.
Oh, will we end up in some merge
That's
conflicts
okay.
here?
I can still just merge those two and solve the conflict.
Yeah.
That's no
Okay.
problem.
Good.
It's
All right. So
so what I can do,
so
should I
you
rename this one and
no. You just pull from yourself now. You just do the lowest hanging fruit here.
yeah, let's do that. Right. So, but this it won't let me pull, right? Because this is kind of what I need to do. Um,
Hold on a second.
what I can do is rename this branch, pull down my other one, and then merge them locally.
Okay, just do git log one line first before we do anything else. But I concur. I think you're totally right. Uh, right, and the top of the where's the top of your?
Okay.
It's this, and then we have this, and then UICA configuration.
Um, this one
So you're missing,
has, I'm missing, am I missing? CI configuration.
and before add specs to intercept. Yeah, so you're missing this. Okay, so you know what? Before we do anything else, just copy that
Yeah.
reference, copy that 81C70. Yeah,
81
just
C70.
the hash number of my commit.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, and just try to cherry pick that. Let's
yeah. I
no just
Can I just copy the, oh, this is
no.
so
You
annoying.
have to
Okay, I'll just
remember. It's
click on
just
it.
you can just
I hate
remember
these
it.
links. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
There it is. Right,
Commit.
just the first part. You don't need the whole thing. Just the first six. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, the first six.
No,
One, two,
yeah.
three, one. Yeah.
Git
Okay.
is Git is smart enough to understand that. Yeah, and just try to cherry pick that. But you do a fetch from your own Git fetch origin first.
Yeah.
Okay. Now just Git cherry pick with a dash cherry dot pick, and there's just that number. Right. Let's see.
Okay. Now we have a merge conflict. That's great.
Awesome.
We are in cherry picking mode.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'll hop over to my VS Code, and I have this guy. We got some exclamation points. So we should have some of these messages. It's exactly what we're looking for. So I don't really see the difference here. Oh, I have project rate should be visible. And this gets rid of this test because we don't need it. I say we get rid of it, right? Oh, hate this.
Tar du kepsen, Gigi? Puss puss, hejdå. Wife's leaving.
Very good. So remember how we got rid of this test yesterday? We didn't find it necessary.
Yeah. Just remove it.
So I'm going to accept the incoming change, and it should remove it. Yep. Okay. Is there anything else on here? No. There's not. So I closed that.
Or your computer is.
But
it's still red. Why is it red?
well, it's red until I merge, until I make a commit.
Okay.
I believe. Well, we
I
shall
believe
find
so
out.
too. Right.
But I was curious to see in package JSON. Just want to see development dependencies Cypress 10.3.0. Okay, all right, I'm happy.
And the script, and just check the script, see if they are added, like the CI script. Now that you're there,
it's
good.
here. It's here.
Good stuff.
I think the one thing, if you want to be very thorough, of course, is once you've done this, get rid of the it.only and run every test.
Absolutely.
But so let's be a little bit disciplined and head back to this red file. And I have some unfinished business down here, so these should all go red, right? But the only thing I'm really looking for is, do the other ones go green, and where is the it.only? Okay. Do the other ones go green, and are we compiling? Of course. So
yeah,
I
that's
go
the
back
most
to all of them.
thing if you're compiling or not, and you are. So
yeah, we're ready to commit and pass it over to you in 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, we're good. So I'll do a git status and then git add, boom. And then I'm curious, git ci-am and
cherry picks missing commit or something.
Yeah, cherry picks missing commit. Cherry picks. Boom, boom. And now, if I do git log -- one line, we should have
right.
We should have that, of course.
And
but I'm
you should
curious.
have mine as well, right? No.
Yeah, where is it? Because do I cherry pick your commit? Or do I cherry pick the code from your commit?
You cherry pick the code, which means that you can force push now.
Yeah, but let's just see it.
Yeah, let's push without force first.
Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, but I'm happy to force.
Yeah.
Is it dash dash force or dash F? Do you remember? Is it both?
Just that dash F.
Dash F with a capital F.
No.
No. All right. Let's find out. And we are good. Cool. But then you have to probably force pull down this
Or
because
something. Right, 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 right.
it's gonna
So that's one
conflict
of the
with the
strategies that we could use. So you know, for Git nerds like us, this is there's always multiple ways to
yeah
achieve the same project, right? But
yeah
let's head over to me, and I will
hmm
do a Git pull from you,
hmm
and see if that works. No, it does not.
no.
Or yes, it does.
Oh,
Actually,
look.
it does.
All right. So then we will get that commit that I overwrote if
We'll
you
see.
merge this.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see now. So if I just clear this up, oops, nope, uh, and I do git log one line, right? And so what do we have here? We have this is the latest one. This is your cherry pick. Adds front-end validation, merge. This is development, right? Because we did this 17. Adds
Yeah,
a
and
great,
there's 81C.
right? So I have this one now, right?
Yeah, great, great.
But no,
Good.
well, I don't know if
It's not good?
um, what if I push to you now? Do you understand?
Yeah. What happens?
No, it's all good.
All right, cool.
But did you have this?
I guess I
What?
had it and I just didn't see it.
Could we just double check this?
Okay, I just pulled from myself. But if I scroll up, when I did git log dash dash one line for cherry picks missing commit, I do not see it.
No.
And do I have it now is the question
Yeah.
because now I did a git
Yeah.
pull origin project create. So if I do git log dash dash one line, there it is.
Oh,
Huh,
okay. Ah, then we're good to go.
funky.
All right. Okay. So here's the deal. Right. Let's use refs. I mean, it's kind of interesting because we read about it just a while
Yeah,
back. So let's just bring some order into chaos. Cypress, Art Nouveau Project. Do we have a dot only somewhere? No, this is the one, right?
that's the ticket. And this,
Right. We're gonna refactor this somewhere, places, but it's a different matter. And let's just do yarn. Let's do yarn. But you didn't add anything. No. Okay. Yarn. Cypress.
I did not.
Right. Um, by the way, Max, now that you have two computers, uh,
Hmm.
not that we are getting any chat messages, but you could go into twitch.com/nomads
Oh,
of
yeah.
code, and then you will see any incoming, messages.
Right on. Let's
All
see
right,
if
and
my one computer that I have right now is.
oh, you are one. No, no, don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
today I'm on just one,
Yeah, I forgot that you are on. Yeah,
but I will do so once back in Stockholm
yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Jeez.
It's Saturday next, a week
My
from Saturday.
memory is failing me.
Good
Uh,
but short.
Good but short. Uh, right. Um, mm, 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 mm. There it is. Right, it should not be disabled. Right, so this is failing. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see if I can fix this with refs. Yay! My first, no, it's not really my first, but hopefully the first
Yeah.
time I actually understand what I'm doing. Um, and people go like, "Oh, Thomas, you're just admitting that you don't know what you're doing." Well, neither do you. Haters gonna no, no, but it's. I think it's very important to to say that sometimes you just don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use a hook. Use ref. Boom. So I'm going to import use ref from React. There it is. Okay. And what? I will create a ref. Let's see. I will create a reference to, so I'm going to say const. I'm going to create a title ref equals use ref, and I will set this to false. And I will create another const, and I will say description ref, and I will say use ref, and I will say that to false too, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the idea that I'm carrying here is that those references will be, you know, whether so it either has a value or does not have a value in it. Do you understand? And so
Yeah.
here on the input, this is the project title, right? So I will say ref will be title. Come on, why aren't you giving me this? No, all right. Well, thank you for nothing. But all right. And then here I will say ref would be this. I would love you to give me. I don't like this, but it does exist
Yeah, it does go deeply.
because now they are used, right? So my
Yeah,
computer is
yeah.
just acting up. Right. Okay. So the question is that now that the thing is, how do I update this on there? Right? Like, can I add an on change? Can I say on change? On change, and then
Yeah.
call back, and I could say no, title ref. Can I say that equals what? Can I say updated? Can I update it directly? I don't know. We'll figure it out, right?
We'll figure it out.
So I would say true. No, on change is not enough, right? Because we need to. Oh, right. We'll see. Title ref is a constant. Sorry. It's a constant. So we're gonna change that to let, of course. Right. Not sure if I, in any way, shape, or form, do I understand what I'm doing at this point. But my idea is that when the input field changes, then we will set this to true, right? But I don't think that's quite enough anyway. But I will go to the text area and say on change, and I will say description ref is also true, and the button
Mm-hmm.
will use a ternary operator, and I would say what? I would say what can I do? Can I call a function check check refs? I can just do check refs like this. Whoops. And I will create that function here, perhaps. No, no, this is. Oh, no, I think I'm in the wrong. This is the wrong way to do this, and then I would say, well, let's just set a debugger to start with. So the idea here is this: that I will change those references to true from false, and then we will check whether this, you know, if this is supposed to be disabled or not. All right, come on. What?
Hmm.
Why did you hang? No, don't hang on me now, you little shit.
Oh wait, I was trying to do something.
Yeah, not hard
That's
enough.
not happy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. But my memory is okay. You see my. Oh, perhaps it isn't. No, I'm okay. I'm
No,
not.
it's
No,
fine.
I'm all right. Okay, should we restart Cypress? Hot update JS static boundary. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, let's just restart it, right?
Hmm. When in doubt.
Oh, come on. What? Ah. Uh. All right, let's kill the terminal. What processes? I don't have any processes. All right, let's just do kill all node. What? No, come on. All of the sudden, I see this on my other screen, which is like, what?
Great.
Let's kill it. And no node processes. Okay, cd projects, cd. Right. And see if I'm in 16 or 17 now. Yeah. And I don't see any warnings now. Do you see this? No warnings.
I do. Yeah.
Which is so weird. But let's just do nvm use 16, start Cypress. And I don't see any warnings again, which is weird. Right, create
Then
project, and now this is enabled. Come on,
hmm.
men sluta nu.
Did you
I don't know what nothing is working. My right click isn't working.
oh gosh.
Come on. Nothing. Why would this be happening? It would. Emerson, please. And this is also like, what the hell, right? Wow. Oh gosh. Okay. And I just did a sweep of my computer. I cleaned a lot of shit up. uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I have like, I removed a lot of apps, so I have 27 gigabyte free of storage. Xcode
Yeah.
is a really heavy application, right? So it takes,
Xcode
yeah.
is porky. Yeah.
And the memory management has improved with Clean My Mac, so I stay on fairly decent memory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the CPU is low. No, it's
Well,
19%.
if
As you
it's a
see,
20, it should
yeah.
be fast, right? Oh, no, it's going up. I don't know. Hmm.
Oh, now he loads. Okay, so let's. Okay, now we're back in business. Okay,
All right, let's see if we hit that debugger.
right. We are not. We are not. But so,
Well, we're not in our test. We're not typing anything in the description field. So that ref um,
yeah, but I set the
line.
debugger on disable check refs. What is this? If I do this, and now he's being an asshole again.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Right.
Oh,
So now the
look at that.
debugger kicked in because that's on render, right? So I can just check title ref is current. Okay,
Hmm.
so we oh, so you need to say okay. Now it comes up to me a little bit.
Yeah.
So but could we say, is there any functions on this? No, but my computer is slow, so I can't list any functions. Do you understand? Like, well,
Yeah.
I should be getting a list. I should be getting a list.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll type
So
in dot current as well, title ref dot current, and see if that gives
yeah,
you a
that
bunch of stuff.
that gives me false, right?
Okay. You
But
can't call things on dot current. Okay.
no, but I will just like React change value of ref. Set the ref property to ref current dot value. For example, ref current dot value. Okay. Okay, so I need to say that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So we will just say on change ref dot current dot value, right? Dot value true. Uh, but then I need to, yeah, this won't fly, right? Can I do this instead? Right, let's see. Uh, right, so you should invalid value disable button target.
Oh, I think in Checker UI it might be is disabled, but I don't know if that's
Yeah, but it worked for us too.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, doesn't doesn't kick in. So how can I? Okay, so I think that we. Uh, okay, never mind then. Forget about that. But let's say React check check value of ref. What does it say? So like value input ref on click handle click log message. right? And then, for example, shows how to get the value under control. On change prop or value set. Notice I don't see any code examples here. So how to get values from input types using the refs. This refs. No, that's old stuff. Ref.
No, I,
Get value. Right. So my idea. But since I'm gonna, you know what? I can say this. If I only want to check one, so I would just say title re, title ref, right? Current dot value. That would return false or true. You understand?
mm-hmm.
So in my tests, if we what disabled,
Why did it take a? Hmm.
why are you using this as a? Oh man, I totally misunderstood. Wow. I totally misunderstood refs, so apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You understand? Because this is setting the value of the field to whatever. Do you understand? Why would that input on change, and then we have on change? It sets it to true. Okay, so remove the ref then. Boolean font.
Uh,
Value can be value on boolean false.
so maybe it's not value. Maybe it's
No,
just
it's just
title ref dot current.
right. Okay,
Okay.
but you see, so here's the deal now, right? If we just hop back a little bit, but this one is disabled all at all times, right? We
It looks pretty
yeah.
enabled right there.
No,
Um.
there we go. There we go. Right. So here we go.
Nope.
But before we start typing, I need to see what happens before I stop my awesome project. But it is enabled. You see, when this is
Yeah.
before, and the thing is that before this one is it, before it, this input has any value, my theory was that this will be set to false, right? Because it is false initially. That's what we set up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh God. Oh God.
It's true disabled. Okay, great.
Jesus Christ. Uh,
um, yeah. All
right.
right.
So right.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. But that doesn't solve our problem yet. Uh, well, it didn't
No,
enable it. So
it
how
did
do
not
I?
enable it. But did we add both? I think you just put. Yeah, look, it's just title ref for current.
I know now because that's what I wanted to start with.
Well, do you change it to false or do you change it to true?
I changed it to false because it's disabled false, right?
Disable false.
But
Yeah,
since
yeah.
it doesn't re-render, so this is the thing. So we can't use refs for this.
I guess not, I guess it's. I guess it's local state.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
All right.
Yeah, but
So.
but in the re-render, do we? Oh, there will be another problem with local state because that will re-render. That will reset the value of the field.
Mm,
Do you understand?
yeah.
Let's see. Somebody else must have done this, right? So enable button, enable button using refs. Uh, button React. Uh, right. Enable disable button. Disable prop. Yeah. So it's yeah. You could, okay. So he's using a different different. So he has extracted button to a different component, right?
Hmm.
And he uses right. So you see, this is the functionality we're looking for, right? That he enables the add button here, and if the value
Yeah.
is nothing, right? But on change value, on change, and there are no preps, no prep refs. Sorry,
No.
handle button on change. What is on change? On change handle button. It's just a oh okay. So this one is not needed for anything. This one is actually. Can you re-render? Are you? Do I have to save? Right. Okay. I forked it. Right. So this was just a placeholder. Right. On change handle button. Right. So this is just right. I hate when they add code that is not needed for anything. Do you understand? This is just
Yeah.
it's just making a fucking mess. Right. So disabled value text. Now our problem is that we need to run this on two two uh, two input fields. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And we need to check both the title and the other. I was really
Hmm.
hoping for refs to work on this, guys, but that's definitely not gonna happen. Right. Um, right. So okay. Let's just say uh, I'm just gonna no copy this, and I'm gonna add a new so say disabled custom button. Uh, right, and I will create a custom button constant here. right, and prop, and then we say disabled, and then disabled, right, and then we will just go to the custom button and we will say disabled equals true. Right, and this should not break functionality. Right, it's disabled. Good stuff. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so that's all right. Okay, so now I can remove this for now.
Mm-hmm.
We can, we can work with this naming later, of course. But okay, so that's that. So we have this, and so uh,
So we need to pass in the
value.
function.
Right. How handle change, set text, event target value, event target value, event target value, set. But that's right. Okay, so we will have to import use state,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna reuse those. No, actually, no. Right, so use state snippet,
Snippet.
and I will say title, and then set title. Come on, and then description, set description. That's it. And then I will just say handle. Oh,
Yeah.
const, and just validate field content equals this, and then return. Let's say true first. Let's do this, right? So I just want to see if I can pass in this validate field content like this. You understand? Like if this will automatically set this to disabled. Yeah, I can do that. All right. So now if I just say false here, right, this will be enabled, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So I can say uh, return. I can return. Sorry. Uh, I can return title length. Right? Do I do no title and description? Right? That should be enough. If they contain something, that should be no. Why didn't you fill this one in? Oh shit, I'm so bad at this. Return true. So this one, okay, so, all right, okay. Where are you? There it is. This, right. And why project submit should be disabled? But this one is returning true, right? Okay, so how about this? Oh my god, I'm I'm so bad at this.
Um,
No. Yeah.
why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wrap my head around this. I made such a mess.
We. Hmm.
Damn it. Right. So disabled. So if I execute this, undefined. What are you shitting me? It is not undefined. Disabled is a function, right? Right. And apparently that function is returning this get state. Right. I don't. Okay. Oof. Mess.
Mess.
It's a mess.
Uh,
Not only is it a mess, it's a real shit show. Um,
yeah.
um,
Where's the disabled function that you wrote?
that's so I'm passing in disabled. I'm passing in validate field content.
Right.
Right. So because if I pass in it as an executed function, right,
No,
then
that
then that
shouldn't.
should just return true, right? So because now, and yeah, I can just execute this, and here disabled is undefined because
Is
I
it
yeah because
disable and disabled?
no, what if I just
No.
say true here, right? Just let's get this.
Okay.
So let's see. Right. So now disabled is true.
Yeah.
But now this will error out. Why? Because yeah, I call this as a function, so that will be problematic. So I need to just say disabled, right? Disabled. I need to place the logic for this true or false in
In the form component.
right. So this is disabled. This is disabled true, and so if I step forward, well, I can't step forward. This is disabled,
Yes.
right? So this works
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so the interesting part here is, of course, to set how do we come up with this true or false, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
set a
So what do
debugger.
we have access to here? Right.
Exactly. That's the thing, right? So if we do
Yeah.
this and we rerun this guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so the question
Okay.
is, do we have access to title? Uh, by the way, we are well, no, these are local. These are local constants in handle submit. So that's no. But the thing is that is title has title been set? No. You see? No title
Yeah.
ref.
Hmm.
But what is title ref?
Well, that's
Perhaps
from.
yeah. You know what? Perhaps this is actually no, because you're using state. Oh my god. Right.
Do we ever set title
Well,
anywhere?
apparently not yet because the button has already been created. Do you understand?
No. But I guess what I'm saying is that the reason we can't use the title component state is that on change we should actually set,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. So set. Where are we? We are description. Set description. So do I do this e target value or what do I do here?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay.
Do the same for title.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but on the initial render,
Yeah, but if you look in your debugger now, is it still the case that we do not have access to title or description?
I think so.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Open other tools.
right. And title is set to null. Title is just not. Title is not defined because it's too early.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. How could we?
So annoying.
Yeah, and we need to. We've been at it for a while now, so it's.
Yeah, we've sort of dug. We've
Yeah,
added a lot of complexity for no reason,
yeah,
or not no reason, but you know. Oh,
yeah. Oh God, what a shit show, huh? It's
yeah,
probably a very easy fix for this. It's just, of course, we will be able to disable this button.
yeah.
we just I just created a mess because I started to, yeah, I thought that I could do this using refs because I thought it was kind of interesting, and then
Mm-hmm.
I uh, I made a boo boo. You know what? Sometimes solving a problem means that you have to back away from it, right? So
Yep.
that's exactly what we're gonna do today.
Sounds
Uh,
good.
we're gonna call this uh,
Inconclusive.
inconclusive stream, right? I think that's what we're gonna do. And also, my computer is acting up, and everything is like giving me a headache at the moment.
It's conspiring against you. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like that. It's like the
Yeah.
universe is not really on my side today, and this spinning thing that tells me that things are not working out, and my memory consumption is not bad. I should be good. I am not good. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Weirdness.
Ignore this. Do git status, and I will actually use a bitmoji. Git cmi am, and I will just say, because I only remember one of them, so I keep using this one. Zap. Nothing to say about this. Uh, and now I will actually say vip add attempts
Yeah.
attempts to add a function to disable button based on input values being present. or not. And I should also add, I'm such a shitty programmer, but I don't want to add that.
Hey man,
I'm
we gotta
just,
have.
sometimes the simplest of things are handle change, set text, yeah, set text, handle change, right? Yeah, so this is exactly what he's doing, and then the condition here should be just yeah. Anyway, never mind. We'll figure it out at some point,
We will.
right?
We will.
Uh, on that note, not a very positive one.
No, that's okay.
I really hope that I was so happy when you pinged this over to me. I actually asked for it, right? And
And it
I
was a
really thought
trap.
it was a trap.
It was a trap. I'm sorry.
Damn it! Damn it!
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna play some chess. Probably lose at chess.
Play some chess.
I
Or
can't. Yeah, I shouldn't be playing
yeah.
if I have this attitude that I will
Yeah, if you're
lose.
having a bad day, I mean, it actually started before the stream with one of your screen capture devices
Yeah,
being a bit tired. That was a sign. We should pay attention to these things, I guess.
the universe was talking to us, and we didn't listen.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make some zucchini pancakes for lunch for the family
Oh,
because the neighbors keep just bringing us mountains of zucchinis that grow and grow and grow.
I put them on the grill. I love them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this like kind of Turkish style pancake with like a mint yogurt sauce. It
Oh my
takes
god,
no time at all. It's not a it's not a fancy lunch. It's
I want to marry you.
that simple. Yeah, I'm already married, don't you know? Like
I know.
polygamy
That's
is very strictly illegal in Sweden but it's one of the questions they ask you when you're if you have a spouse from another country. I was asked the same question in the US too. They really,
so yeah. So, but
they
talking about that, are the U.S. immigration process stricter than the Swedish one, or which one do you? Since you've been through both of them, or are
well, the US one you can money whip,
you can money whip? Okay,
but you cannot money whip the Swedish one, which, in a sense is good if it worked a little bit better, but here
yeah.
we are.
There are some horror stories about that immigration
Yeah.
process, actually. But that's these are stories for another
Yes.
day, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's take a break
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll be back basically is what we'll say.
yeah.
We'll be
With
back.
vengeance, we will solve this and many other
Yeah.
interesting topics, and we will
Yeah.
prevail. I'm sorry about this. My shortcomings,
No.
my intellectual
No, no, no.
shortcomings, put an end to this. But
No, I mean, look, the point of these streams, and I hope viewers agree, is that like we're taking our time, we're letting things go wrong so that we can actually provide something useful to ourselves and to those who tune in.
mm,
And this is that kind of exercise. So, the point is not to fix this immediately, but to kind of stew in it a bit, which is unpleasant right now. But when we come back, it'll be good.
yeah, yeah. I just have to show you my. I do a little bit of design work from time to time, and so I did this last night. So remember
Oh
this
yeah, yeah,
logo
yeah.
design, right? So I
The
put it on.
Popina, which you
Yeah,
told me is something to do with ancient Rome, yeah?
yeah, yeah. An ancient that basically a bistro in ancient Rome, like for the
Ah,
common people. And so I put it on
nice.
some mock-ups. This one I like most. So this is the so I chose spirits, wine, cocktails, comfort food as
Yeah.
this tagline, and I added this column kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of implies that it's a little bit. I don't want to keep it too Romanish because I think it's kind of tacky to do
Yeah.
uh, things that are too like historic. I don't know. I don't. I just didn't feel like it. I wanted to keep this fairly clean. I like this type font a lot.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
The
so
Papina.
yeah. So I'm going to design a menu and all of that stuff too, right? So
Yeah,
a popina was a common man's drinking place, nothing fancy, just food and booze, a place where you could
yeah.
relax after a hard day's work. And that is what the vulgar popina concept is all about. Um, so yeah, right
Yeah.
on. And on that note, thank you very much, folks. Um,
Yes. Thank you.
see you later.
We'll be back.